Hey everyone, it's D, back with the Friday video for the road to Captain Con. Today's video is going to be more focused on the actual convention loadout. What do I mean by that? Like, for a loadout, I'm talking about everything I'm bringing in order to facilitate the play of the game. In terms of the figures, how am I getting the figures there? How am I transporting the figures around? Stuff like that. What do I need to play the game? What do I have? So, let's start off with transportation first. So the miniatures need to get from point A to point B, right? You got to get your army there. Now, at home and for local play, I am a huge proponent of magnetization. I use the Jukoki system, which you can normally get on Amazon for about 140 per box. It comes with 5 little metal cookie trays. You glue magnets into the base. They're great for travel, local travel. But the moment you get on an airplane, their weakness is definitely there. Like the shaking, the jostling, the fact that the box is too big for carry-on overhead. It's just not a good time. So there's two main accepted methods. Well, there's technically one, and that's foam bags. Battle Foam has a privateer press bag. Hold on, I'm gonna. Boom. Battle Foam has a privateer press bag, pictured here. It's pretty good. You can buy different trays, loadouts, stuff like that. You can even get Battle Foam to cut custom stuff for you if you take the time to do that. It's expensive. Don't get me wrong. The loadout I bought for my workout, as an example, when I get it, if I get it in time, um, that's foreshadowing for a later video, um, is about $200 just for the foam. That's not even counting the bag. Like it is costly. Now, another thing that I would suggest using is this. Harbor Freight gun cases. Well, thanks, right? I've got a deadly weapon and it's a siege turret. No, it's gun cases are actually your friend. You can get gun cases online, your local Harbor Freight if you have one, etc. The reason why they're good is they come with plug foam. They're not necessarily 100% for gun cases. Like when you go to the images for like the display and all that, they show like cameras and other sensitive equipment for jostling, and it's 100% good for that. But it also just so happens to comply with the flight regulations for carrying a firearm, which is a hard shelled case with no things, lock areas where you could put your own locks that the TSA doesn't have access to, etc., etc. So gun bags are great because you treat it like normal plug foam. The one that I'm linking here is $100. It is literally built for carrying on a plane. Its dimensions are perfect for American Airlines. That's the plane I'm going to be going out and everything. It's perfect for it. The downside to this versus like a privateer press bag is of course modularity. Once you pluck the foam, you're locked into that loadout. And I don't know if you can buy just the foam inserts. I guess I could go check the manufacturer's website. CBA, can't be asked. Um, this is just for me a stopgap, and we'll get to probably the next video. Will be on this. The next thing I'm going to bring with me is one of those Jukoki metal trays. And I'm throwing it up here. You can buy them individually for like $40 for like a group of 5. I would just, if you're going to buy them for $40, you might as well drop the extra 90 and just get the whole system with the 5 trays and everything if you don't already have one. Like, I don't see the point in just buying 5 unless you damage or lose one, you know. In case, yeah, sure, you're replacing it, cool. And then I have, well, and by the way, I travel to the convention with the box, right? And I don't want to carry this damn thing around the con. So once I'm checked in and everything, all of the minis come out of this box and they go in this tray. And then I just carry this tray around with me. Rest of the con, I'm holding this tray. Some people with bigger armies and bigger model counts will get these rolly trays. You can get them on Amazon. They compact, they fold up, really good for local events. And if you're driving, obviously you don't want to take this damn thing on a plane. Good luck. I mean, you could do it, I guess, but nah. But if not, if you're just gonna carry, then as long as you have a good system, like God, back in the day, Mini Duels, which is a Florida company, because I know a lot of War Machine and Horde players use their stuff, came out with these tournament tray things, which were really handy because they held damn near everything. And I actually know the owner of Mini Duels. Great guy. I see him every now and then at Layton. Super cool. Well, one of the owners. It was a pair of brothers. Um, but yeah, we have our storage, and since they're already set up to be magnetized, they just stick to the tray and they go. I mean, I magnetize damn near everything. Even my defenses are magnetized. I drilled holes and installed magnets so that I can slap them on a tray. The next is my game aid box, and it is a clear plastic box that has everything I need to play the game, well, mostly. Um, it has a laser pointer, and what's really cool is I do not use the Army Painter little one. I hate it. I've used it in the past back when I used to play, and it feels cheap, and the batteries die, and they just break randomly, and the buttons feel flimsy. Like I just hate it. When I was at QuestCon doing the Crucible, one of the gentlemen had this really nice built-out laser pen, and I was like, "Hey, where did this come from?" And I was in the Warjacks Discord because Warjacks was the one that did QuestCon/Crucible. They headed it up, and they were cool enough to link it to me. So I will everything that I'm going to put here, like the Harbor Freight and the Privateer Press and Battle Foam and all that, I'll link it down in the comments. But the laser pointer is a toy at first. Like it's just designed to do patterns and crap like that. Um, you have to buy a line cap, and this line cap is not designed to go with this pointer. Not at all. So you had to do a little bit of creative butchering to get the rotating nub bit off of the screwy bit, and once you've done that, you just glue the line cap to the screwy bit, screw it in, you're good to go. I'll get video of this thing, and I can't really do video of assembly because I've already built 3 of them. I have a red, I have a green, and I have a purple because I'm a completionist in K-Door Mercenaries and Grimkin. Dice. I usually try to stick to the Privateer Press, not the Gale Force 9 dice, but the other one, the one with like the logos and stuff. I really love those, even though they can be a bit of a bitch to read. They're still amazing. Broken 8 games, speed sticks, love them. Standard tape measure. Tokens. I use the Privateer base press base one. I don't use the Broken Egg tokens just because, like with me, I'm still struggling with clock. And for me to go through and hunt down for a specific token, I think is going to cost me more time than it's going to save me. So I'm just going to use the default Privateer Press tokens and just like put a note, just write it out with a dry erase marker. And of course, you need a dry erase marker in there. Um, and then proxy bases. Uh, I'm just going to bring 3 regulars, 30, 40, 50. And I might be using them as my objectives. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what I'm going to do for objectives. Like the Privateer Press Pirate objectives were recently for sale, and you got one for free if you spent $100. And I put in that order. I don't know if I'm going to get it in time because of the delayed shipping. So I might just take what I was going to use for proxy bases and turn those into objectives. We'll see. Um, as for like flags, I think like nickel works or something like that. We'll see. I'll do some research. Um, But yep, proxy bases are always good. Zero Camp was kind enough to send me out one of their 80 mils, which is their business card. They literally had a laser cut 80 millimeter thing, and then they slapped their logo on it, and it's super cool, and it is in my box. And that's my box. Everything you need to kind of play the game. I have like the coins, if I could get a hold of them, to like use as feat tokens. Um, and just measuring things and the basic tokens. I usually buy like 2 or 3 if I can, just so that I have enough, because you never know, Fury and Focus can get a little crazy sometimes, especially early game. What else do I consider part of my loadout? Dice tray. I have a foldable dice tray, which the little sides pop up and down so that I can, make it flat or not. And um, if you're bringing like most of this, I'm probably going to bring my backpack down. I'm going to empty it, and it'll have my game aid thing, my dice tray, and then like the rest of the stuff while I hold the actual tray. Next item on the list is a tablet. I am bringing a tablet. I literally bought a tablet to play this game. It's a cheap one. It's like $100 off Amazon. I'm not gonna link it because I don't recommend it. I can't find a damn case for this thing. It's pretty bad in terms of like support. I tried getting screen protectors for it and sent it. They were the right size. They weren't. They were not the right size. So this thing's naked, no case, nothing like that. I'm just waiting for it to break, and I'm gonna cry. Um, and then after that, I'll force myself to invest in like a bigger, better one with known accessories, so to keep it safe. A battery bank. And on that case, you also want to bring a charge cable and like a USB-C for whatever your phone slash tablet uses. Everything uses USB-C thanks to the EU. Really, I wish somebody in our side of the pond did that a lot sooner, but whatever. And a plug, because like let's say the battery bank fails or something happens or you need to recharge both, whatever. You're going to want to have your power brick that your USB-C would plug into because of the fact that yeah, you have everything but that, and sometimes you need that. And then like phone, wallet, obviously. Um, then the other thing that I'm gonna have to procure on site that I definitely need, that I consider part of my loadout, is snacks. A lot of these war games are mentally intensive. You burn more calories than you think you do. Granola bars, like chocolate chip, chewy, fucking granola bars, really good for that. Water and or sports drinks. Like I said, you do think a lot. You burn through a lot of calories. You go through, odds, statistics, stuff like that. I mean, most of us do. We're like, oh, I hit on sevens, so that's average rolls, stuff like that. And you have to think, you have to strategize. And sports drinks, help keep you hydrated, but also keep you energized. It's got electrolytes. That's what plants crave. Um, A lot of you should know that reference. Me and my friends still use it to this day. I love that movie. But yeah, that's basically what my loadout is. It's, the miniatures themselves secured for the travel in either, a hard case or a bag designed for travel. Something to hold them on when I'm actually doing the event, just to make my life easier. And then the game aids you need to actually play the game. Those are kind of important. And then dice tray, you don't need it, but it's helpful to have a designated area to roll your dice so that your opponent can look at it and keep yourself honest. They if they use it too, then you keep them honest. Tablet or phone, just so that you can always have the rules handy and a way to keep whatever you're doing, because you're going to be using it a lot. It's going to be on the whole damn time. A way of keeping the power to that device, mid round, whatever, as an emergency. Um, Wallet in case you ever need to buy other stuff. Oh, also one more thing. I didn't even think about this. Super glue. Your stuff will break. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Keep that crap in your bag or on your setup or your push cart, whatever. Super glue is definitely needed. But yep, that's going to be my basic loadout for the convention. I've got to find a way to finagle and fit all this in a bag. Like, I'm only literally bringing one backpack, and I'm bringing the Harbor Freight gun case for carry-on. So I have to fit a crap ton of stuff in my backpack. I've got to fit the Jukoki metal tray, my game box, a dice tray, the tablet and my computer are going to go in sleeves specifically for that. Battery bank doesn't take up too much time. Phone, wallet's going to be in my pocket. Water, snacks I'm not bringing. I'm picking up there. Super glue I can throw in there. Um, Gotta have like a list for this, don't I? What else? One moment. Uno momento, por favor. Convention pack list. Here we go. Oh, my camera setup. So I'm gonna try to bring that, then clothes. I don't want to wear the same outfit for 3 days. That would be disgusting. I'm debating on bringing, some swim trunks to swim at the place. Hopefully they have a jacuzzi. That'd be nice. Um, Deodorant, cologne. Please, God, if you go to any gaming event, not just wargaming, any gaming event, bring deodorant and cologne. Even if it's just Axe, just make sure your pits don't smell and hose yourself down. It's not hard, folks. Um, I keep a clean face, so I'm gonna bring a razor, and this all most of this is gonna be in the hotel room, not for in the game. But I also bring like antacids and aspirin, just because you don't want a random, headache dropping you for the day, and then you just can't play and you feel horrible. Laptop charger, external mouse, HDMI cable to hook it up to the TV if I can, all my USB cables, tablet, game aids, USB battery, dice tray, Jacoki sheet, super glue, add that to that list, and then mini case. So yeah, it's a lot of pre-planning, or at least I like to pre-plan, and that's just me. But that's what this video is all about, is what are we bringing? What's our loadout? Um, Next video is going to be about the foam debacle. Hopefully that goes okay. Then we have our final painting update, and then the pre-final vlog. If I think of anything else that needs to be packed, I'll go over that, or at least what I'm bringing. But yeah, it's so far it's looking great. I'm super excited. Obviously, you don't make lists and plan like this if you're not excited, right? But with that, I'm gonna end it here. It was fantastic talking with you. Hopefully you got something out of this if you've never done an event, and hopefully you go through the list and you're like, oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't think of that. Um, or at least it gives you a baseline if you've never done one of these. And I've done these for 40K. Not the massive travel part, but just like going out to events and stuff like that. It's just this is usually the basic stuff of what you need. But yeah, if you got anything you can think of that you think is a must-have that you bring, drop it down in the comments. Most of the time I have to like rack my brain for those, like the interaction pieces. But for the Road to Captain Con, they've been coming pretty freely, which thank God. But yeah, if you can think of anything that I left out that you think of as a must-have, drop it down in the comments. It not only helps me, but it helps anybody else who's watching this video in the future. But yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.